welcome back. My name is Rowan Estal, also known as smallbizprophet on Instagram and YouTube. And in today's video, I'll be touching base on COVID-19 EIDL. That's the Economic Injury Disaster Loan. This video is for all my partners, CPAs, clients, banks, and new followers to keep you guys informed on the changes in small business worlds. And please feel free to share this video. Before we get started, I want to tell you a little bit about myself and what it is that I focus on. I work for a #1 global Fortune 500 company who, for obvious legalities, cannot be mentioned at this time. I focus on small businesses nationwide, helping them with everything that has to do with payroll services, workers' compensation, retirement 401k, as well as health and benefits and human resources. I am based out of Miami, Florida, but again, I have partners nationwide, so no business is too small. We work from anywhere from a one-man show to numerous amounts of employees. And just an FYI, we are not an employee leasing company. Actually, we're much more valuable and a lot less expensive. I also focus on constantly being up to date for you and your small business from the government, the IRS, and the Department of Labor, keeping you protected and in compliance. Before we get deep into EIDL, here's a quick fun video on how we can all come together to stop the spread of COVID. So let's get into the nitty-gritty of EIDL. EIDL is the Economic Injury Disaster Loan. I'm going to be looking back and forth at the camera because I have a lot of notes here. This is a lot of information to be able to share with you guys, and it's really hard to try to remember it all. So please bear with me. So this loan is a loan that can be applied for to help your small business stay afloat during this time. There's a couple of things that come along with it. Number one, the loan is going to be offered at a very low interest rate. Number two, the payments for these loans are going to be deferred for up to 4 years. So that's one of the most, well, not one of the most exciting things that spotted out or stood out for me. There's a couple of other exciting things, but this is definitely one of the ones that I was like, wow, that's actually really nice to have. Not to have to worry about payments for the next 4 years of this loan. But here is the most interesting part. The first 10 grand of the loan serves you as an advance. And that's very exciting because this loan is a potential to not only be a loan, but to also be a grant for small business owners. We have a couple of days though for this to go into effect from the day that President Trump has signed off on it. This is all new to us, guys, so please bear with me as I receive updates on changes and updates on all these loans and these grants that are being given out, just like this one. I will continue to update you as I receive updates myself, but here's a little bit more information on the loan. What does the process look like? The first thing you have to do is complete your application for the loan that you need. You first need to decide what loan you want to go with. This loan has to be used to cover numerous amounts of things that will be able to help you use this as more of a grant. That first thing is going to be payroll. If you can use this for payroll, it'll help you as a grant. If you can use these for material costs, meaning anything that your business needs to require to do business, you can use this money towards rent, mortgage if you own the building, or to pay any debt because of COVID-19. How do I know how much to ask for? All you have to do is just calculate the amount of the things that I just mentioned. Then you'll go to the link that I'll have either down in the description of this video or somewhere on this screen. Click on that link and it'll take you to the application so you can be able to fill it out. What does this bill say? What is this bill telling us? Essentially, those who apply will receive up to a $10,000 advance within 3 days of the application being submitted. Keep in mind though, this is all new, so like I said, we don't know if that's 3 days from actually doing the application and clicking submit, or if that's gonna be 3 days from the day that this loan takes effect, which we're looking at around 15 days from now. So in other words, if this is one you'd like to apply for, I'd say go for it, because there could be they could be lining all of the applications up and sending out the money either now or lining all the applications, so once the loan takes effect, then they have you ready to go and to be able to send you out the money. That way you don't have to wait till it takes effect and then apply for it and then wait even longer. I would suggest, if this is one of the loans that you are interested in, apply now, so you either get your money right away or you get your money as soon as it takes effect. If you're having trouble getting on the site, I'll also have a link in the description below where you will be able to download or print out the documentation that you need to be able to fill out your information to apply for this loan. There are other loans up and coming, so if you haven't already checked out the PPP video, which is the paycheck protection video, I highly suggest that you do that. It's another loan with different perks that you may find useful as well. Don't judge me on that video though. It was one of the very first videos that I did, so I'm a little bit all over the place, but still very good information that you can take and decide whichever loan best fits you and your small business. Hey, I also forgot to mention that all these grants, all these loans that are being given out, they're all coming from the same source, which is the SBA, the Small Business Association. So I know I also was one of the ones that were confused, thinking that the SBA was a certain loan and the CARE Act and that the disaster loan was different loans. No, these are all going to be applied for in the same site. You just pick out the one that you want to apply for. So guys, other than that, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. Please share, subscribe, and follow. Also, a huge shout out to Lipa Beers and Associates out in Colorado. You guys are amazing partners, and thank you so much for all that you do, all that you and your team do. I really appreciate you sharing all the information, guys. Like I said, the more that I continue to update myself on these loans, I will be sharing these videos with you guys. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. Stay safe and take care, everyone. Quick disclaimer here, guys. This video is for
educational and entertainment purposes only, and it is not a substitute for legal or accounting or other professional advice. If you have any questions, please consult with a professional service provider. Thanks.